What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 39 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, he's got Nolan Smith pegged to have a pretty big game this week. Nakobe Dean's also jumping on the bandwagon that, hey, guess what? I had a good week last week, the week before. I'm starting to really figure things out here in the NFL. So hold the Bears to 250 yards or get Nakobe Dean to interception, a forced fumble, tackle for loss, or a sack. So, Eagles are 2-3. The Bears are 2-3. There is a pretty big update here going on with Philadelphia and their starting QB situation. Last week, Jalen Hurts got benched in the second half for Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson will be your starter this week against the Chicago Bears to see if he's got that starter in him still. Take a look at the Bears, though. The Bears are a pretty stacked team. They never traded Justin Fields to the Steelers in this universe. They got Marvin. They got Joe Alt. This is a pretty stacked team. Montez Sweat's still here. They got Tyler Newman at the end. Eric Armstead's here. Okay. This team is strangely stacked in places. Like Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards is still here. They got Jalen Johnson, Avonte Maddox, former Eagle. Alright, that's a pretty decent team right there. Safeties, alright. Brisker's pretty decent. They got Pinaro at kicker. And they got Colin Astrick out of Duke for their punter. Alright. So how are we going to stop them offensively? Well, they are by far the second worst passing team in the entire league. 31st, they're the 8th best rushing attack. I'm assuming a lot of that does due to Justin Fields and the running back tandem. Also, offensively for the Eagles, gets defensively then for the Bears, they're pretty mid. 19th in passing, 20th in rushing. They're pretty much the same either way. They've got 9 sacks total on the season, which is not a lot, which tied for 11th is kind of scary. That's 11th place worthy to have only 9 sacks. But here we go. Let's take a look at the offense, make sure no one's hurt. We get through scot-free. That's what you like to see out of these extra trainings. Same thing, look at the defense here. No big injuries. Nolan, he's good. Nakobe's good too. Alright, so we are good. Our 2 breakout players, they are good. They're ready to rock and roll in this one. And we're ready to get set. Ready to get underway here now. And a bunch of players, that they had a really good week in practice. Devontae, Eli Ricks, Brendan Rice, and Ricky Pearsall. They all had themselves a very good week in practice. Devontae up to that 94 slot right now. Awareness, catching. Brendan Rice, 72. A playmaker, gonna make him a 73 playmaker, just making him a scheme fit. Absolute unit of a receiver here, Brendan Rice is. He's definitely his father's son, let's be honest now. Now we have Ricky Pearsall. He's my receiver 4. He gets involved in the offense when someone gets hurt, banged up. He steps in and he produces when he's on the field. So there you go, Ricky. It's what you like to see there. Bunch of pluses there. He's a 72 overall playmaker. Alright, now here, Eli Ricks, corner 5 on the roster, I believe, corner 5. But Eli, 69, nice overall here for Mr. Ricks. 68 overall man-to-man. You like that, trying to get this man scheme fit just to get him as much extra help as possible. So Eli Ricks there, the former UDFA, he's sticking around here. But we're here at Soldier Field. And player spotlight, who we're going to spotlight? We're going to spotlight Dallas Goedert. Last week, 9 catches, $125, and he had 50 yards after the catch. Alright, pretty good for Dallas, I'd say. Had a very good week for being one of the underrated players here in Philadelphia. And now take a look here, the Bears. They're getting their highlights. They're getting their minute of fame. But coming up against a real team here in Philadelphia. I'm sorry. The Bears, they're 2-3 because they're a 2-3 team. The Eagles are 2-3 because they've had players underproducing. They've had players producing poorly. And Nick Sirianni making that decision to name Zach Wilson the starter this week. The week 6 starter? Yeah, Week 6 starter, both teams 2-3, Week 6. That's definitely something that shows to the offense and the team that, hey, we're not accepting mediocrity. I kind of try to go mediocrity and stopped halfway through. But out comes Justin Fields here for your Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, take a look at his stats. That is get that off my screen. 776, 3 touchdowns, 7 picks. If we don't absolutely pile drive this offense, I'm just going to delete this franchise, and we're not going to have any more Madden on the channel. First drive of the game, big pass right there. Big 20-yard pass right there for Justin Fields, because our defense apparently is Swiss cheese right now. Don't know why. 2nd and 8, though, following that massive pickup. Here we go, another little wheel route right there. So big pickup. 2 for 2, 32 yards now for Justin Fields. All right, 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. That's a play action. Yeah, that did not go the way he wanted to. Hassan Reddick gets the sack. So, I mean, they closed on the running back, but Fields just stayed there. He didn't roll out. He didn't do anything to really prevent himself from getting taken down. Fields again sacked on 3rd down. Makes us a 4th and 36. The corner blitz gets involved. I'm pretty sure it's knocked him out of field goal range. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, though. But out comes Zach Wilson. Take a look at Zach Wilson on the season. 120 yards, a touchdown. He did lead that comeback drive against the Denver Broncos last week. So he does have 1 win on the season. So nothing game now here. Wilson going to make things easy here. Get Brendan Rice underneath. And Rice takes that from the 23 up to the 48. So a big 25-yard pickup there for Brendan Rice. Now 3rd and 2. Here we go. It's going to be a big test of Zach Wilson's ability to run an offense here now, as what he does in short 3rd down situations. Handoff there, DeAndre Swift is effective, so that's a big 1st down there. So we're cruising through this 1st quarter now, just over the 2-minute mark now. $1:45 left, 1st and 10 from the 30. We got Rice again, and Rice, he's got himself over 40 yards receiving now on the day. So he's having himself a very big 1st quarter here. 42 yards on the day for Brendan Rice. 4th and 1, hand off to the tight end. And he got that, right? He clearly went over the line. Leitchie went over the line. They're to say that he did not go over the line. We're going to challenge that, because there is no way Luke Leitchie did not cross that 1st down marker. I don't know what they're looking at here, because the ball is over the 1st down marker. Like, if he's down there but by the knee contact, he's... I don't know what they're calling is down, because apparently the Bears stopped him even though he clearly crossed that red line. I don't know what Madden's doing right now besides, absolutely shafting us. But we're back on defense now. 2nd and 5 following that blown 4th down call. And it's a QB keeper here. Justin Fields. He's taken down by Jeremiah Trotter. Trotter going for the legs there. So 4 carries, 11 yards for Justin Fields. Can't let him run on us. 3rd and 11 now. Fields tries to scramble. He's going to get the short pass down, but a 4th and 4 now, thanks to Trotter wrapping up the receiver. So big stop right there. Forces the punt. Now 2nd and 1. Both teams looking to score in this one. DeAndre Swift breaks off for a big run here. He's down at the 39-yard line. 8 carries, over 50 yards on the day now for DeAndre. So Swift celebrating there after the 1st down. You like to see that there for the kid. All right, now here we go. 5:46 left in this one. Zach Wilson under center. He gets the snap, hands off again to Swift, and Swift, room to run, and Swift taken down at the 20. There you go, 72 yards on the day here in the 1st half alone for DeAndre Swift. 1st and goal now, Swift in the backfield. There you go, Swift gets it again. Swift, following his offensive lineman, ends up in the end zone, and that's going to be the 1st score of the game here for your Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, though, do break the scoreless drought as they are the first points during this entire game. So a big drive there for Philadelphia, up 7-0 here. 4.5 for the Bears to retaliate, try to get some points of their own on the board. Justin Fields sacked right there by Jalen Carter, his second of the game. Makes this a 2nd and 15. So there you go. Got Smith and Fields having some words. 3rd and 18 now. Screen pass. Bold strategy there on 3rd and a mile to do a screen pass. Bradbury there with the save on Khalil Herbert. That's going to force the punt. 2nd and 10 now here. Wilson, clean pocket, steps up, fires that one. He's going to get Devontae Smith in stride. Devontae taken down at the Bears' 35-yard line. So going from Philly's 36 to the Bears' 35 on that one reception there. All right, now minute 28 here. We've surpassed the 2-minute warning. Here you go, Wilson. He's going to throw that one over the middle. It's going to get broken up right there. Makes this a 4th and 5. And out will come Jake the Snake Elliott, the best kicker in the NFL. The kick is up, and that kick is good. Big field goal there for Elliott. Now 2nd and 2 now. Fields keeps it scrambling, sacked. Big sack there, makes this a 3rd and 15 at the Bears' 20-yard line. The Eagles defense is shutting down this Bears offense. Now going into the second half here, what are we going to do? Well, it's not broke, don't fix it. 81 yards on the ground. We're going to run the ball some more. Now, how do we stop the Bears offensively? Well, they're not really doing anything exceptionally well. So, I mean, the run game, just make them one-dimensional. Take away the run game altogether. So here we go. DeAndre Swift in the hunt for 100 yards. He's at 99 following that big first down. So 1 yard shy of that century mark here in this game. Now 3rd and 4. Here we go. Wilson drops back. Wilson, he's going to get, guess what, his tight end in stride, and that's going to be down at the 36. So big catch right there for number 86, Ricky Percival, the shifty former Florida running back. Now here we go, 3rd and 4. That was just a lame duck there. Pressure in his face. Didn't take the sack, though. Got the ball away. Sets up another Jake Elliott field goal here with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles, they could do one thing offensively very well, and that is just milk the clock. They can kill a clock like it's nobody's business, honestly. QB keeper for Justin Fields, and Fields going to get taken down right there by number 12 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So big, it's knees tackles right there against Justin. Can't have him be running. 3rd and 13 now. Let's get a stop here. Big sack, big stop, and Fields just rolls right into the sack there by Fletcher Cox, his first of the game. The Eagles defense is absolutely killing this Bears offensive line. All right, 1st and 10 now. Here we go. Big catch. That's going to be Brendan Rice again, and Rice down the sideline. You cannot stop the kid out of USC. So another big first down reception there for Brendan Rice, as he's down at the Bears' 26-yard line. So down at the 26-yard line for the Bears, 2nd and 10. Here we go, play action. Wilson gonna get sacked on that one. That is gonna be a loss of 11 yards here in this one. Not what you want to see out of Zach Wilson. Now 3rd and 21 now. Wilson drops back. Wilson steps up, fires, and that one is wide of Devontae Smith. That's going to set up another Jake Elliott field goal. His 3rd of the game and his 3rd make of the game. 16-0 the score is here in the 4th quarter. You got just under 10 minutes remaining. A QB keeper for Justin Fields, and a big hit there laid out by, I believe, James Bradbury on Fields. So big hit. Now here we go, 2nd and 4. Now there we go. That's going to be a little check down, a little dump down pass for Fields, because of course, why would he change the way the offense is running here? Doesn't make any sense to me. But of course, Khalil Herbert, the running back, gets it. 2nd and 5 now here. Bend, don't break defense. That's going to be Herbert again. 1st down and then some. That's going to be Herbert with the injury timeout too. So big injury there to the Bears offense. And now here we go. 2nd and goal from the 3. That's going to be a pitch to guess who? That's going to be a touchdown to Roshan Johnson. That's going to make this a 16-7 game. The Bears get their first points of the game. And the Bears going for 2 apparently. All right, going for 2 now here. That's going to be a play action and Fields sacked. I don't know why they think they can run that play, because the Eagles aren't biting on that screenplay or on that play action. 1st and 10 now. Here we go. We're going to have the Bears back in their end zone. That's going to be a big safety there. And that's going to force the punt. 2 points for Philadelphia. Going to make this a 22-6 game. So a big victory here for Zach Wilson and the Philadelphia Eagles. Wilson didn't, of course, have any stat line that blows the numbers off the doors. That, he's back. Invest all your money into Zach Wilson cards on eBay, and that card shows. Yeah, we're not saying do that because he's not ready for that yet. He's not quite GOAT status to start dropping thousands of dollars on Zach Wilson merch. But Wilson, 10 for 17, $148, not bad at all. Swift, 194 yards and a touchdown. 85 receiving yards for Brendan Rice. 26 for Devontae Smith. 15 for Pearsall. And then Calcaterra and them, they contributed. 1 sack allowed. Trial led team with 10 tackles. Radical led with 2 tackles for loss. 2 sacks from Carter. 2 from Hassan. 1 from Fletch. And 1 from Reed Blankenship. So that is going to be 6 total. Now there you go, Elliott, of course, perfect as always. No one punted on the day because guess what? We're too good for punting. There you go, punt returns though, 4 for 26 for Britton Covey. Covey was involved here, so that's what you like to see. Nakobe Dean, he gets himself an upgrade following today's game, so what you like to see out of that just in general. Big upgrades. Big upgrades makes him a 76 overall run stopper. He is a scheme fit. Dennis Allen, he's coming out here and he's chit-chatting, and he's saying he called it, right? Didn't he call it? Didn't he say Nolan Smith is going to have an amazingly perfect game? Yeah, Nolan Smith, now a superstar. That's what I tried to see. Superstar player now for Nolan. And that's honestly a very big accomplishment for the young linebacker. He also gets 4,000 XP boost, which definitely helps when you're trying to upgrade things. And Nakobe Dean says, hey, I won't speak for anyone else on the team, but I had a pretty good game myself, and he's now a star dev trait. So we get a superstar and a star dev trait linebacker and defensive end out of today's game. He gets 10,000 XP, so he's definitely going to get some upgrades right there. So here we go. Next week, we're taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who are 4-2. But text on YouTube, though, peace out. Rock on, stay super classy. We're going to catch you on the next episode here of our Madden franchise mode on the channel. Stay tuned for it on Sunday for our next episode, as well as Thursdays and Sundays.